So I guess you guys are wondering where I have been for like 3 weeks, right? And you will get your answer. But before that, I need all the people who do not like honesty to leave right now, because I'm about to be brutally honest, right? And for those people who do not like anything negative, whether it is the truth or not, I need you guys to leave as well, because everything I'm about to say is very honest and very brutal, and I need you guys to leave. Okay, so if you don't leave and you stay in the comments and you actually comment about, oh, this is very negative, I will block you. I will block you, because I did warn you. And if you do not have the ability to leave, then I will help you out by blocking you. Okay, so where have I been? Okay, so for the past 3 weeks, the previous or the last video I made talked about me being back on my shit, right? But I've got an honest confession, right? The 2 weeks after that, we had 2 episodes of Boruto, and to be honest with you, with the Boruto series, I'm losing a bit of interest within the series, and that's me just being honest. The reason why is basically simple. They keep bombarding us with these filler episodes, which I'm gonna get in depth with later on, right? And this video is gonna be long, so for those people who do not like long videos, you can leave as well, right? But if you're an honest subscriber or a loyal subscriber, which I really don't have many of, then you can stay, right? So the past 2 episodes I did not like at all. In fact, no, the past 3 episodes I did not like, and one of them, which was the previous week, was actually an episode recap. Okay, now on that week, I was actually gonna make this video talking about the quality of these episodes so far, and I couldn't, because guess what? I was ill. Okay, I was going to talk about the latest manga, which is actually good, but I couldn't because I was ill, and the illness I had gave me a very bad sore throat, and because of that I couldn't eat. So I haven't eaten or I did not eat since last week Saturday, right? And I did not drink anything because of that. Okay, so right now I'm okay, right? I've started eating and drinking since yesterday, so I'm fine for now. My voice is okay. I can talk now. I couldn't even freaking call into work and call in sick. I couldn't call in sick because I couldn't even talk, so people had to do that for me. I couldn't even freaking tell the doctor what was going on with me. I had to bring someone to tell him what was going on with me, and I also had to write stuff and show it to people. So yeah, I had a really bad week. I couldn't even review the manga, which was actually good. So with that being said, let's talk about the quality of the anime and the reason why I'm kind of losing interest in it. Right now, it's not bad news. It's bad news in a way, but not much. Okay, so basically the quality of the anime so far has been really bad. The only good episodes are the episodes that were actually pre-planned, okay, or at least there are a few episodes in which were not pre-planned, which were completely original, which were actually good. Okay, so let me talk about those. Let me talk about the episodes which were Sarada's adventure outside Konoha, so Naruto Gaiden and the whole Mitsuki thing, which were already pre-planned by Kishimoto in a manga, right? Those were good. And then we also have I think the Genin exam, which I really enjoyed, and a little bit of the previous arc which we had, which could have been good, but in the end ended up in not a good way, would I say. The rest of the episodes were below good and were basically average, or maybe a bit below average kind of thing. I think it's because the series lacks a lot of drive for these characters that they have created in a world where all the conflict is basically gone, so there's nothing for them to use for conflict, right? So without going more into depth with that, let me talk about the previous 3 episodes and why I did not review the previous 2, the the one last week was because I couldn't even talk, right? Because I would have reviewed all the other episodes plus that one. So the one with the whole Yudon using his nose jutsu is Iwabe, Denki, and Metal Lee basically trying to be themselves, learning that it's okay to be yourself, that you will look cool no matter, you know, what you try. Like, say for example, basically the message was be yourself. Okay, the message was be yourself, and Iwabe, Denki, and Metal Lee learned that, but then they had an entire episode of them trying to film something in order to realize that, which was basically, to me, a waste of time. It's a message which could have been conveyed in like 3 minutes or a minute max, but then they stretched it to 20 minutes, which was basically a waste of our time, right? Now the next episode after that was about Sumire and her entire team. Now the thing is, the only good thing was that Sumire was actually struggling to be part of her entire team because she tried to put every single one of them in a body bag happily. Now the thing is that obviously in the end she does confess and say, hey, look, I know we were in a team and we're supposed to trust each other, but I don't think you should trust me, or at least I don't think I'm trustworthy because I try to put all of you guys in body bags happily, right? And then they said, oh, no, it's okay, we are completely fine with the fact that you try to put all of us in body bags, because we know that you try to put us in body bags, so no hard feelings there, right? And basically that was the conflict of the entire episode, or at least there was the conflict with Namida and Wasabi having this whole personality clash. Like, Namida is constantly crying and being annoying, and then Wasabi does not like that, right? And then they had to come together or put their differences aside in order to actually solve the issue, which was to take down the giant wolf thing, right? But I think it's like the whole Naruto Sasuke rivalry in a different kind of way put in that team there between those two. So they didn't really resolve their issue, they just had to put their differences aside. So this whole character clash thing between those two is gonna keep coming back constantly because it has not been resolved. Like, that was the entire episode. Like, Sumire's issue was the concern for the entire episode, or at least it was the sub concern, which should have been the main one. And then in the end she said, she confessed, and then they resolved the issue in like the same moments, basically in the same scene. So basically that was the conflict, and it got resolved in the same scene, which was not even 20 seconds after she confessed. And that was the entire episode. The rest was just them just chasing these animals and all that kind of stuff. So they introduced an issue which could have been solved in seconds like it did, and then they dragged it out. They dragged out the whole thing throughout 20 minutes. Like, this is the type of quality I'm talking about. So let's talk about number 3, which was the previous episode, and I wouldn't even have reviewed it if I had the ability to talk last week. Okay, now the problem with this episode is that it is an episode recap. Okay, that doesn't make sense in a long running ongoing series, okay, that, you know, delivers to us weekly. That has never happened before, or at least from what I've seen in my years of watching anime. I've never experienced a long running series do an entire episode recap. Maybe it has happened, but in unique, different ways, and exactly that is what they did in this episode. They decided to talk about who qualifies for the Chunin exam, and I don't remember them telling us who actually qualifies for the Chunin exam. They just talked about the event of every single one of those students that belong within their teams. That is basically it. And the thing is, what I find weird is the fact that, well, at this point, it's not even a surprise that they don't even plan these episodes, and that this was just an insert episode to just further the delay that they are trying to cause already. But I find it interesting that people actually reviewed this episode. It's like, how can you review an episode which is an episode recap? If you're a reviewer, I can assume that you have at least reviewed a huge amount of these episodes, right? So with that assumption, you know, put in my head, why are you going to review an episode which goes over what you have already reviewed? You're basically reviewing what you've reviewed. It doesn't make sense. And there were people, you know, saying that this was actually a good idea to give us this episode recap, but it's not. It is, This is an ongoing series. Like, we are supposed to get new information to lead us into a long-running story. A story does not have an episode recap in there. A book does not have a from the beginning chapter recap in there. It doesn't happen. That's not how a long-running story works. So I don't know what the hell they are doing, and I don't know why people are commending this, because the previous episodes were really bad, and we are trying to get onto the new stuff. And what I don't need at the moment is a reminder of bad episodes. So I don't exactly know what is going on with people commending this and people actually reviewing episodes which they have already reviewed. It doesn't make sense to me. It's bad, okay? It's really bad. And the people are saying, well, it's not bad, it's just the reviewers putting these mindsets of it being bad into people's minds. And the thing is, for those people who say that are very ignorant, because they have not checked the statistics. Like, the rating for this show is actually dropping, right? And it is the reviewers who are keeping this alive, you know, telling people, okay, it may not be good, but later down in the line, right, we hope that they actually plan something by stalling us for this long so that it becomes good over time. Like, it is these reviewers who keep constantly reminding you every single week with a review dropping that an episode has been released, okay? I've had people actually talk to me and say, look, I'm not watching this until you tell me this episode is good. Like, I have people who say, I don't watch the episodes, but I watch your reviews. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to watch the episodes unless it is confirmed to be at least decent. Well, good, not decent. They don't even want to see decent, because a lot of these episodes for Boruto have been below decent. So yeah, that is what is up with these episodes. And then now let's talk about my other thing, which basically stopped me from making videos, right? And you actually have a lot of YouTubers to thank who actually encouraged me to actually get back on this, because I was not going to review any episode until the Chunin exam arc started, which is basically what's happening. But I would have waited till like the juicy parts came, then I would start reviewing. But then a few YouTubers like Barbie actually told me, you know, I think you should, you know, keep doing this for a while. So, you know, you can go and thank him and Lazy Kage and a few other YouTubers for encouraging me to actually get back on here and actually do these weekly reviews. Because I was not going to do weekly reviews. I was actually going to just do my theories and, you know, my talking about certain things within the series of Naruto and Boruto, and that would have been pretty much it. No reviews. So yeah, you have those YouTubers to thank. Now, the reason why I actually stopped doing these reviews are because of the comments, okay? Now, the thing is, this doesn't just go for me, but for other YouTubers as well, right? And for you viewers, right, you or the fans, you are responsible for the comment section just in the same way as anyone else, okay? The person, the content creator, is the person who reads these things in order to determine what you like and what you dislike. Now, the dislike button cannot be trusted, because people will just hit the dislike button for anything. It could be a spelling error, it could be that they contracted some kind of STD and they are trying to share their anger that day or something like that. There's always some kind of stupid reason why people hit the dislike button, right? And for the like button, well, mostly it's hits because people like your stuff, right? So that is the only thing that can be trusted, basically. So I don't really look at that, but the comments in the comment section down below, like sometimes people just leave cancerous comments in the comment section down below, and I don't personally care about them, but you know, I think that in the long run it actually gets to your mentality in the long run, right? And it actually was getting to my mentality for a while by reading the comments. So that's why a lot of YouTubers actually skip reading the comment section, but I decided not to ignore my subscribers by reading the comments and interacting with them as much as possible I can with the time that I have, right? So if you see someone acting stupid there, I think for the people or my fans, I think it is your responsibility as well to flame these people down and make sure that they don't return, right? Or at least point them out so I can block them so they stop causing havoc in the comment section down below. And I think all you viewers actually owe it to all your content creators, because they are spending hours of their time which they can actually use to get money to actually create these videos to entertain you for free. Okay, so I think you guys actually owe it to your content creators to actually help them out in the comment section as well. Okay, this is a group thing. It is not just my channel, because my channel will not be what it is without my subscribers. Okay, so it is a team effort, and I'm just asking you to just help out the content creators that actually put in time out of their life. They are never ever gonna get back to entertain you for free. Okay, now the future of what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be putting out 2 videos. Hopefully I can record one today, right, and I can edit it and release it by tomorrow, hopefully. I'm gonna be talking about Cashin Koji and debunking a lot of theories that people have been making, because for some reason people cannot put 2 and 2 together. It's too difficult. They just get one piece and they just come to a conclusion, because for some reason adding things together and coming to a conclusion which does not favor what you wanted is apparently difficult, right? So I'm gonna make a theory and debunk on Cashin Koji theories that people have been making, which are ridiculous. And then, because the Chunin exam is coming, I'm gonna actually make a video about missing scenes in the actual movie of Naruto, Boruto, the movie, or wherever it is. And with that being said, that is pretty much everything that I had to say. Let me know in the thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm fully back. My voice works now. I can speak without excruciating pain. And I hope that you actually do agree with me in the comment section down below. You are allowed to disagree, just not allowed to be rude or disrespectful to me or my subscribers or to anyone in the comment section down below. Okay, this is not a Dragon Ball channel where the cancer can spread in the comment section. No, I do moderate my stuff, unless unlike other big YouTubers. With that being said, I have nothing more to say. Bye.